What's up? You too! We're gonna move this mic a little bit, sorry if it sounds like I'm a bit far. But today I've been playing Monster Hunter for how many days now? Probably about 6 days maximum. I'm a very new Monster Hunter player. I haven't even finished the game on my first save, but I wanted to make a second save as you with my previous videos that you've seen. I'm trying to learn like a range weapon. So in this case, I wanted to try a heavy bowgun, just because when I think about heavy bowgun, it's heavy and you're just doing damage. Boom, 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 right? And that's what I wanted to do, because in Monster Hunter Wilds you can use 2 weapons, 2, not 4, 2 weapons, and I wanted to try a range weapon to see how it feels, because there are some similarities between World and Wilds that's coming out, so it's best to get some familiarity between weapons. So in my first save, I'm mostly using a hammer and a gun lance, and in this save I wanted to use again a range weapon, and we went with heavy bowgun. So pretty much this video is about heavy bowgun, my thoughts and feelings. I've made it to Iceborne, my thoughts and feelings playing through the base game and starting into Iceborne, and really my frustrations about the positives and also frustrations about the gameplay of a ranged weapon. And I'll try to keep it short and sweet and not to ramble on, but again, appreciate you all being here, and let's get on to the video. The positives and my negatives about heavy bowgun / range in Monster Hunter World. Alright, before I do my positive and negatives, I just want to start by saying I am a very new player to Monster Hunter. I've only really have 6-ish days of experience in this game. I am a noob. I am a very noob. So before I say my positive and negatives, it's coming from a new player experience. And if you have any tips and tricks about heavy bowgun or range in general, please leave a like and comment down below, because that will immensely help me out as a player. So my positives is that it's a range weapon. Range weapon, like in any game, I like to, like even in ARPGs, I like to use a range weapon. It just feels nice. You get to stay back, you get to shoot, you get to do damage at all times. You're not up in the face. And you can sort of read the monster's abilities quicker. So if they're doing like a frontal, or if they're doing like a swoop in, you can see where they are in the game and you can dodge accordingly. And it's just fun. It's just I feel it's nice and chill. You have different ammo sets. You have piercing ammo, which if you shoot in the correct way, it goes through multiple parts of the body, which does more damage. You have spread ammo, which the closer you are, it just like shoots in I think like a cone area, which is insane. And with heavy bowgun, which I found out later on in this hunt, is that I had a shield modifier. And a shield modifier is if you have your gun out and you do nothing, you take the damage but less damage, and you don't have to roll. So then you can just keep shooting and shooting. So that's something that I learned later on. So don't mind my dodging. Yeah, don't mind my dodging, because I've always played like mostly hammer, and I've just too used to rolling when I should just stand and take the hit, do less damage. Yeah, and different ammo. You have piercing, you have cluster, you have sticky, you have slicing, you have very different types of ammo that you can use. And it's just a very chill weapon to play. I enjoy it quite a bit. I've enjoyed it so far. But I do have my super frustrations with it. And we'll start with the first one. Is that I feel like it doesn't, I don't know if it's me or if it's not me understanding the weapon as of yet. Again, I've only had 20 something hours on heavy bowgun. I've done a little bit of research, but most of the high end guides talk about the not the leveling experience, what you can use to level, but they just talk about the end game using the free shot ammo, where you can just sit there and shoot, you get free shot. But no one has ever talked about the leveling. What do you use for leveling? How what are some tips and tricks for leveling? And I don't see any of that, right? So I was like, okay, I need it. This is me going into using the bowgun very, very blind. So one of the negatives was that you needed to dodge, but then again, like I mentioned earlier, you don't dodge as a heavy bowgun. You take the hit and then you keep doing damage. The second one is, yes, it doesn't have those big oomph numbers like greatsword or hammer or anything like that. I feel like that's what's missing as a heavy bowgun. But if you think about it, a piercing shot can do like multiple 10 to 15 hits per ammo shot, and you have 5 in this gun. You have like 5 ammo, so just say 5 times 5, or 50 times 5 is 250, and one normal swing could be like the same amount. So it's a mindset on that part. The other one is having like piercing 1 ammo and piercing 1 ammo and spread ammo. They should be unlimited. I know this is changing in Wilds, which I've just read about, but in World, having, so you have like 50 shots, 60 shots, and then you can have 99 latchberry ammo. I feel like if you go through 60 ammo plus another 99, that's 159 ammo, and the boss isn't dead, it's either the boss has too much HP or I've done something completely wrong. And maybe I need tips on how to really do a lot more damage, like a lot more damage properly. I know I could be using flashbangs and all that more, but I feel like for heavy bowgun, it's sort of like you just stand and bang, stand and shoot, like just kill him eventually. And then the second part is having a limited amount of resources like latchberries. Like, yes, as you can see, I could just pick up some more latchberries and go on my way, but there have been some times where I've gone through all my ammo plus my berries and the boss isn't dead yet. And I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, now I have to use normal ammo to kill him. The other thing is, I feel like the gun itself, like slicing ammo, I feel like slicing ammo to like cut off like a tail. I've tried. I haven't been able to cut off a tail yet. Like I've shot as many slicing shots as I possibly can on the tail, and I haven't been able to do it. So I feel like it does have ways to do stuff, but it doesn't do it as good as other weapons. And I also wonder what the role of a heavy bowgun is. Is it just to do damage? Does it stun like a hammer or a blunt weapon? Is it supposed to? I don't believe it's supposed to cut any sever any limbs or anything. So what is the role? It's just pure damage, I assume. And that's pretty much it. Like I don't know what the role of a heavy bowgun is. I not having enough ammo, pierce 1 and spread 1 ammo, not having enough capacity. I think it should be even larger. But again, this fixes up all in Wilds as well. So I want to keep playing this more. Hopefully I can finish Iceborne, and as a heavy bowgun and just learn more about the game, because I feel like heavy bowgun is going to get some new changes, and the open beta test 2 is coming out in about 2 weeks, and I'm keen to jump in and check them out. So yeah, leave a like, comment and everything down below, and we'll see you on the next one. Didn't want to make this a very long video, just my rant about range.